I'm about to make some spaghetti right now for dinner. I already pre-chopped my garlic and my onions and carrots in here. The carrots are underneath. I had time earlier to do that, so I'm glad I got that out of the way. Heating up my pot now. And I'm gonna saute the veggies first, so the garlic and the onions. Then I'm gonna throw in my meat. Actually, no, add my tomato paste, and then throw in my meat, and then I'll throw in my sauce and everything afterwards. So let's put some oil in my pan. I'm using this oil. Not gonna do too much. And today what I'm using for meat, I always switch it up. Sometimes I use turkey meat, but today I'm just gonna use some ground beef and some pork. I'm just gonna do half and half. But throw my garlic. When you hear it sizzle like that too, that is when you know. And if you don't want to do that before, that's when you know the pot pan whatever you're using is hot enough. If it doesn't sizzle like that, you didn't wait till your pot was hot enough. Then I'm gonna throw in my onions and carrots. Let's see if I can show that. There we go. I want to get in as much as I can in there. To show everything. What I like to do too is season the veggies, so I'll do some salt and some pepper, some black pepper before I add anything else. Then I'm going to mix that with, I don't even know what this is called. Like, what utensil is this? I use it a lot though. I feel like that has like a little, that kind of like grabs onto everything. It's like a big spork, I feel like. That's what it reminds me of. Not even a spork. It's like a hybrid of everything. A spoon, a ladle, tongs. I don't know. I like it though. So I let that saute for a bit. And I have it on like a high heat. I don't know, my stove goes from a low to 8, and then the highest setting, it's just an 8. So I have it between 6 and 8 right now. I'm gonna let that do its thing. Then I'm going to open my tomato paste. This is the tomato paste that I'm using. I'm going to use all of it too. If you know a trick of like getting every bit out, I'd really love to know, because it's kind of hard to. But I just take like a butter knife. That was a good amount. A butter knife, and just go around it. But I feel like I never really get all of it out. Definitely have to take the lid of the can off. You don't want it to go to waste. None of it. I don't know, at least. Okay. Throw that away. And then I'm going to make sure that's all mixed in. There, like that. I'm actually going to deglaze this with some red wine. So this is the red wine that I'm using. It's 19 Crimes, the Banisher. I'm just gonna pour just a little bit. And use white wine too, or any cooking wine you have, I guess. The cooking wine is good. And this is what it looks like right now. It looks delicious. It's like a nice, deep red, which is what you want. My bad. For that. Okay. Now that that is done, I'm going to put in my pork and my ground beef. I think I'm gonna throw in my pork first. And it goes my pork. Come on. Why isn't it coming out? Doesn't want to be eaten. And then I'm gonna throw in the ground beef. This is just 100% grass-fed ground beef that was at the market. So I was like, yep, why not just do half and half? That sounds really good. Then what I like to do is actually take a spatula and just kind of mush it, but and mix it. I like using this spatula because it has a sharp edge to kind of break down the meat a little better. Ooh, it smokes out of my face a little bit. So I don't look like I don't know, ghost or something. Okay. I'm gonna turn down here just a little bit. But what I'm going to do is, now that I crushed that, you don't want to wait till it cooks, fully cooks, to actually break it down. Well, I don't like waiting till it's fully cooked. I like trying to break it down early on, and then I just feel like that's easier. And then I'm mixing the pork and the beef two together, so it's nicely combined and all of that. So I think it's pretty much combined and good to go. It smells so good already, and I really think it's the easiest mixture that I have of the pork and the ground beef. Sorry if this is like looking very aggressive. Don't mean it to look that aggressive. Okay. So now I'm just gonna let it be. Okie dokie. We'll let that simmer down. Not simmer down. I mean, let that cook. Once that's fully cooked, I will add in the tomato sauce and maybe a little bit more seasoning too. And then for the final step is adding the spaghetti, or I have linguine right now, so I will do that in a sec.